Alright guys, so this game here is called Guardians. You got 3 worlds. One of the worlds, the missions aren't out yet, but you got an ice world, dust world, all that jazz. Pretty much the game is basically just a wave shooter that you build turrets for. You have pretty much 2 types of missions. You have defend missions, and then you have like the protect missions. And the only difference is the defend missions, like you see the little green thing right there, you're going to have like a few ways that monsters are going to come in and you have to defend the base. That's pretty much all it is. And the only things that change between them is how many more gates you get. You might see that a little later. I tried to record this as I was doing it, but this recording came out shit. And you can see, like on the little hand, that's going to tell you where the monsters are coming from, your little compass there. This is another map that's a defend map, but it has like 4 little gates. So if you're playing by yourself, how do you know the enemies are coming from your back gate, the gate to the left? You're going to have your little hand compass. And that little green thing is the gate that you, or your like mining teleporter thing that you have to protect. You can repair it, which is kind of cool. So if it does take damage, you can go back and spend your crystals that you have to harvest. So this is the protect missions. The protect missions are all the same as well. You're going to have a little miner. He's going to mine all the crystals he can get. After your waves are done, you're going to go to the next part of the map and do it rinse and repeat. Like I said, there's pretty much only 2 types of missions. The protect, which are all miner based, and then the base defense. It's not really a lot of variety except for the change of the map. That little extractor, you're going to want to put right on top of your crystals, where the red crystals are. That's how you're going to get more and more crystals, so you can put down your turrets, your SAM launchers, your towers. There's like the cannon tower. It's pretty cool. Looks like the ones from Starship Troopers, where you get the 2 guns and you can just blast the shit. The regular turrets, the cannon turret's really good for ground troops. You could shoot at the air guys, but it sucks. The SAM turret's obviously for the air. The cool thing about like the turrets, that they come with like 4 upgrades. I think armor, rate of fire, and I think the speed that the turret turns, and the range. I always go to the range because everything else, the monsters are pretty much on top of you by the time the fucking guns start shooting. Then you have your mech, your tank, and your drone, and your little like robot soldiers. The robot soldiers are about the best. They're the cheapest. Spam the fuck out of them. They'll do a great job. Your tank and your mech, really cool looking. Not the best of shots, but take a lot more damage. And then you have the drone that flies in the air. He can only be, I think, hit by guys that shoot or like fire at or fly and shit like that. And pretty much all the monsters are just, they're either a bug that does physical damage by clawing into you, or they'll be ones that shoot like little fireballs. All the flyers shoot fireballs. There's like a little roly-poly kind of beetle that just kamikaze explodes. And then you have a giant like bird dinosaur, the dragon thing that spits fire. And then you have a giant scorpion that shoots giant fireballs that whatever they hit, they fucking obliterate. Alright. So the cool thing I really like about this is that there's co-op, and it goes up to 4 players. You could password protect it so people just don't jump in your game. I've had that happen. PvP is pretty cool. I haven't messed with it too much, but you have a team and the other people have a base, and you have a base, and while you're trying to build and kill the other people, those bugs are coming out and fucking with shit. So it's kind of like a little bit of everything with just PvP. The weapons, pretty basic. Let's go talk about the skins real quick. The skins are just skins, you know, they're just different avatars. There's like one chick, there's like, I think the rest are all guys, some are human, some are android. They look cool, but I mean, they're just skins, they don't do anything else. You unlock those by playing the game. Now, the weapons are pretty cool. You have like the submachine gun, which is about the best. I think it's the AK-5 or something, AK-9, AK-5. Pretty much 2 of those, and you can't be stopped. The missile launcher is good for the big bugs. The bow, I could care less about. It's just a shitty gimmick. Another thing with the weapons, like this gun, the AK, you can cock the charging bolt to reload, or pull it by your waist. The grenade, hold the trigger down, it pops the pin, and then when you throw it, whatever it hits, it explodes. The sights work. I have to like give mad props for the sights on the rifle and the missile launcher. The missile launcher I just pull out of my taint. See, the sights are really fucking good. They're a little small. All the graphics on all the guns are really cool. The sound is really cool. The gameplay is pretty decent. But back to the weapons. The shotgun, up close, only has 1 shot. I'm not a fan. The gravity gun, you can pick up monsters and slam them into the ground. You can also pull the charging hammer, or handle, not hammer, fucking handle, and it'll make the monster explode for some reason. Like, it supercharges the beam. It's kind of a gimmick thing. I don't fuck with it. The pistols are all right, but pretty much you run 2 of the machine guns and the missile launcher, and there's nothing that can fucking stop you, pretty much. You can also just use a weapon wheel, or you can actually put the weapons on parts of your body, and when you look down, you'll see them. I really like that. When shit hits the fan, which it only does like in like hard or advanced, because playing on easy, unfortunately, is really boring. It's even on normal, it's not really that tough of a game. But playing on like advanced and hard, a lot of fun, because they just throw all kinds of shit at you, and it comes real fast, and you have to be like Johnny on the spot, which I really like.
Welcome back, Commander.
Again, there's only 3 worlds, and only 2 of them have missions, and the missions are all the same, except for the map itself is different. I think the ice planet has the best maps. There's a lot more space to fuck around and do shit. Other than that, the biggest complaint I have is that it's $15 and there's massive frame drops. Even playing single player on some of the harder difficulties, because there's so many like monsters on the screen that the frames just fucking drop, and you'll see a fireball coming at you, or energy ball, whatever it is, and then it disappears, and then it hits you, and that really just takes you out of everything. And I noticed that when I move my head back and forth too fast, like you'll see like a black hole frame, like almost a quarter of the whole screen turns black. And I think that's just because of like the lag and everything. And I know when I record that usually the games kind of get choppy every now and then, but even playing without any kind of like recording going on, massive frame drop, especially in co-op on the harder difficulties. Again, $15. I haven't seen too many bugs, but like bugs as in glitches. Other than that, it's a fun game. It's got a lot of promise, but right now, playing it on the Quest 1 for $15, I kind of don't recommend it right now until they try to make it more, I don't know, what's the word? There's a word. It needs to be more optimized. That's what I was looking for. Other than that, it's still a good game. But for me, the frame rate drop is so bad, it's like not really worth the $15 at the state it's in. Even with the extra missions, which are probably just going to be more of the same, because all the missions are pretty much just all the same, except for the difficulty. Not until you get to the ice planet, you won't see like the kamikaze guys, unless you're playing the game on hard, and you'll see like the baby scorpions that do the same thing as the big monster one. You know. But I will say, had a ton of fun playing with friends in co-op. Co-op is where the game really shines, and playing it on the harder levels. But if you're just looking for like a single player wave shooter where you get to put down turrets, I don't don't know, for $15. I'm not a big fan. Other than that, still a fun game. I hope it gets patched, and I'm sure it is because they're working on it. It is early access and is beta, so there is a lot of work to be done. But I'll keep you posted because to me it's going to be a good game. Once they fix a lot of things, in my opinion, it'll be worth a buy. But just right now, I would just hold off till the next patch or two and see what big changes are. I'll keep an eye out and I'll post any updates. Other than that, take care, have a good day, and bye.